because she says things that blow me away where you just go, where's that coming from? Like I told you, we were in Maui, and I got to fly to D.C. that afternoon, like at like 2. So I'm leaving at noon. So I wake up, I'm in bed with Isla, and I roll over and I go, hey, baby, it's like 6 a.m. Sun's coming up. I go, baby, let's go downstairs, get a coffee, and I'll get you a donut, and we'll go down, and we'll watch the sunrise, then we'll go snorkeling before anyone wakes up. And she goes, leave me alone. So I go, Isla. And now I'm like,
oh, no.
Now I'm rolled over, and I got my head in her hip, like right between her hip and her ribs. I go, baby, wake up. Me and you go downstairs, get a coffee, get a donut, chocolate milk. We'll watch the sun come up, and then we'll go snorkeling. And Joey, I swear to you, she rolls over, looks at me, and she goes, you're tugging on a tiger's tail. And went back to bed. That's that fucking kid. She just, and I go, in my head, like, I told you, I've told this joke a million times, but when she was a baby, she sat on my chest when I was waking up. Sat on my chest, woke me up, and goes, guess what's in my hand? And I was like, oh, now I'm fucking panicking. I'm like, I don't know. She goes, a punch in the mouth, and fucking hit me. And I remember saying to her, I was like, this is really important, Isla. I go, did you come up with that on your own? Because I'm going to tell that on stage tonight. And she was like, yeah. I just thought of it. It looks like a punch. Like if you put something in your hand, it could be a quarter or a punch. I was like, fuck, that brain. You know, it's not, it's like, I say it, it's not like going to be useful to society in any way that we'll reap the benefits, but someone's going to reap the benefits of it with a fucking pistol on a table and a pound of coke. This is how you get rid of a body. That's Isla.
You're tugging on a tiger's tail.
You're tugging on a tiger's tail.
And she went right back to bed.
Yeah, and she says to us like that when you fuck with her. She starts going, you're pushing a lot of buttons. One of them's going to be red. And you're like,
what?
I know. Dude, her brain works very differently. Now, don't get me wrong. She's dyslexic as fuck. She's getting her ass handed to her in school. Like, I mean, every year we're like, is she going to the next grade? Because she has a really hard time in school. Can't read barely at all. Like, but the truth is, man, her brain just sees the world very differently. And she's so funny. I mean, they were trying to do Yo Mama jokes, and her rendition of Yo Mama jokes were so esoteric they didn't make sense anymore. Yo Mama's so poor, she has nuts in her purse every now and then because she wants to snack. And you're like, what? But her brain just, it spins out, you know? Like it just has, I don't know, man.
Now, G is a genius.
Yeah, fucking.
G, you got no beef
perfect.
with.
She's perfect.
A's, the homework, you don't have to tell her what to do. Independent.
She reads.
Very nice. Very sweet.
Oh, very sweet.
Very loving.
She's in honors classes.
No drama.
No drama.
Gonna be a knockout. No boys yet?
Nothing. Still believes in, like, Santa Claus. Like, I mean, the youngest 6th grader in the world still believes in Santa, still believes in the Tooth Fairy. That Willie, we hide a little elf on the shelf everywhere. She still believes that he's magic and he watches her. Like, I mean, she's just like she's so perfect. And Isla's already skeptical. I have this, Joey. I have this, and I will post it on Twitter today. I have this. It is one of my favorite things ever. Isla on her Santa Claus list, maybe like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. One was, you know, I want a Polly Pocket. I want La Loopsies. I want Barbie Camper. And then one of them was, I'm not even fucking with you. Mind you, Joey, she was 6 years old. She wrote, I want proof that your gang is real to Santa. I want proof that your gang is real. And then she took a fucking GoPro last Christmas and hid it on the mantle and started it. And I went, and I saw it. She was trying to catch Santa Claus. Started it. So I go in. I see it. It's fucking blinking red light in the middle of our living room. So I go in. I put everyone to bed. I have the video on my computer. I won't post it until they don't believe in Santa. I go into my bedroom. I go to sleep. I don't go to sleep. I just sit there for like fucking 5 minutes. Lights out. Everyone waits. I just walk right back in. I have a white mitten on. I have the bells in my hand. I have a flashlight in my hand. I get underneath by the fireplace. I jump down and jingle the bells. Right. I flash the flashlight around. Priscilla doesn't move. She just sees it's me. Just stares. Puts her head back down. I reach my hand up with the mitten. I grab the GoPro. I turn it around, and then I turn on the lights, and I start walking around with bells and moving presents around. Then I take that and then I let it play all fucking night long. I then take that video, and I simply splice out me walking in the room on iMovie. I have fucking 40 minutes of video. I splice out me walking in the room, and then it just looks like The room just sat still. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Santa shows up at the end. And then the next day I go, guys, the GoPro's dead. And Isla's like, Dad, we got Santa. So now, mind you, I've done all the fucking work already. It took 2 seconds. You know how easy it is to splice out me walking into the room and getting under the thing. And I just take it and I fucking let it play out for the whole 30 minutes. Like 30, 45 minutes. I let it watch the whole thing and they're like, I don't see it. Fast forward. I'm like, all right, I'm fast forwarding. All of a sudden they see Santa and Isla's like, holy shit. They see the glove come up. They see it turn around. And Georgia starts looking at me like, mind you, this is, I thought she'd stop believing. She started looking at me like she found Jesus. Like, holy shit, like Santa's fucking real. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you guys. My dad looks at me, he's like, I think you're fucking your kids up. But yeah, man, they still fucking believe. I love the fun of being a parent. Like when they're still young and they're not broken yet. They're not fucking doing drugs. I mean, I was in 6th grade. I was 1 year off from drinking in 6th grade. I drank in 7th grade was the first time I drank.